Hey, hi. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, it's great to be back out here with all of you again. I might even say it's tremendous to be back out here with all of you again. Taking another look into Conquest Dark, the very interesting bullet heaven roguelite where we try to complete rituals. And thus far, we've done pretty okay at completing some rituals. I think this looks really nice. Critical hit damage and critical hit chance all in one. That seems like it's going to be nice for us. So, last time around, we put together a really nice hunter build with bows and all kinds of stuff. This time I'd actually like to try a new approach. This Cult Initiate sounds very interesting. Daggers, shadow arts, and +1 dodge charges. So we're gonna be jumping all over the arena. Okay, that's the ticket this time. Now let's see what we got here. Throwing knives. That might be fun. Thief's dagger. But I think those are more melee. I'm thinking throwing knives to start, and then maybe in our next run we will do some kind of a melee build. How does that sound? Hope you're having a good day so far. Got up a little bit later. You know what we did? We actually visited a circus yesterday, and God, I was so impressed with some of the things that I saw. Projectile pierce, I think we should do that. We don't necessarily need that right at the moment, but that definitely pays off. This horde is going to get thick, and the piercing does make a difference, as we're seeing right now. Yeah, so we hit a circus, and they didn't have animals at this circus, but that was fine. It was more of a Cirque show. You know, if you're familiar with the Cirque du Soleil shows of the world. Fan of knives. Throw a fan of 3 daggers that pierce through enemies and deal... Oh, so these have piercing already on board. I'm good with it. Let's do it. That is going to pay off for us. We hope. We think. We hope. So, one of the standout events, let's make a pick here. Let's go primary attack damage, and let's put a rune onto Fan of Knives, and we're going to take a look at the moon runes, because I want a projectile split chance being on there. That way we will have even more knives, maybe. Maybe we think. Let's go with crit hit chance and crit hit damage. And then, let's see. Wow, holy moly. 42.5% bonus health. Because this has the +1 onto it. Perfect. Alright. These guys came out, and one of the gentlemen got up on top of the other gentleman, and they were both standing straight up vertically. And then eventually the gentleman that was on top put his head on top of the other gentleman holding him, and they balanced on each other's heads, the tops of their heads. I have never seen anything like that. I was thoroughly blown away, and my skull was hurting just watching it, you know? It's amazing to me what people can do with their bodies. We had a great time. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do? Do we want to do another throw? When a nearby enemy is about to launch a primary attack against you, throw 2 deadly shurikens at it. These shurikens bounce between enemies. Nice. Nice. Let's do it. So that's only when an enemy is about to attack, right? You're saying, Goat, you read that a second ago, and you've already forgotten what it does? Yeah. Well, you know, if I'm being honest, I picked up a dark roast from Starbucks this morning. I just wanted to go easy mode, you know? Felt a little lazy. And I've only had a few sips. In my own defense, right? So let's take one now. Mm-hmm. Cheers to you. All right, let's go throwing knife. And what do we want to do? Let's take a look at the sun ones. Instant attack chance, projectile pierce. Ooh. Okay, we are going to be doing all the piercing. Critical hit chance. Well, let's go chance and damage all in one, right? That makes sense to me. This is going to be a great build. Attack speed, chance to stun, movement speed, movement charge. Let's go attack speed. And if you've noticed that we're picking up the experience pips from quite the distance, I appreciate you noticing. I have put a number of points into the Magnesis category of the meta progression system in the game. Because of course I have. That is always the stat that I first go to. I don't know why. Maybe it's just that I love masquerading as Magneto. You know, from an experience standpoint, right? Maybe that's what it is. It's just so much fun experiencing, you know, getting stronger and stronger in the game, and, you know, any way I can do that faster, make that process easier, oh, that's what I'm going to look to do. And yes, we did eat gobs and gobs of popcorn. Slushies were had. Not by me. No slushies. No slushies. Let's take a sip here. Cheers to all of you. Mm-hmm. Alright, we got more crit hit chance and crit hit damage. I'm leaning that way, I think. This would be nice too. What do we want to do here? Yeah, let's do this. We're going to be seeing those bosses very soon as we draw down in the ritual tiers. Oh, speaking of, wow, okay, all right. Just noticed those rotating blades here. Boy, maybe I should have put movement speed into play. You do seem a little bit slow. All right, I'm gonna go in, get in a little bit closer to get some hits in. Come on. There it is. All right. Let's look for some movement speed here. So there's a 10% increase. And I'm just... So reduced bleed rate. That actually would be good for us right now, too. All right. That's what we're doing. Hard to turn down a +1 armor. I think we will take a barrier to help with things. And let's put a rune onto this. Let's go higher crit hit chance. Alright, it does look like we have gotten to the beefier section of enemies. But we have been putting in a decent amount of points into our damage and crit hit chance. So we seem to be doing okay so far. Alright. Dash through enemy units, dealing 300 to 500% primal damage to them. Or improved dash that has a shorter cooldown. I'm actually leaning towards the quick dash, believe it or not. I feel like it's taking a little bit longer to get the dash back. Especially when we were fighting that last guy. So let's go with this. I think this is going to serve us well. Speaking of bosses. Maybe not a full boss, but definitely a mini. I tore through him pretty fast, thanks to the Pierce, I'd say. Let's see, we got a +1 here. 180% crit hit damage. Yes. Make those crits even crittier. Alright, we do have a fair amount of projectile tossing enemies on the scene, so I'm gonna focus on them. They seem to be kind of hanging out on the periphery here. These arced shots. Alright. What are we feeling? Maybe movement speed? Yeah. And what do we got here? Resistance, bonus health, primary attack, ability damage. I mean, wow. That's not bad. I'm leaning towards that. That's a big jump. Wow. You like a meaningful upgrade. You know, sometimes you get these level ups and you go, well, that was kind of a miss overall, but yeah, you get a nice one. Makes you feel good, right? Makes you say, hey, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee to that. Maybe that's not what you say. That's what I say. All right. Did I tell you I tried out this Expedition 33 RPG? You need to give this a look, especially if you've got Game Pass. You know, that certainly makes it a whole lot easier because these games are on there. You know, bounce in and then bounce right out if it's not your thing. I do like that. And it's kind of just a buffet of games, right? Okay, who's here? We got some a musical entrance of sorts, don't we? Still think we should focus on these projectile guys. I'm leaning towards that. Oh, I see. Okay, he's still got all 10 lives too, doesn't he? So that's where the projectiles are coming from. They're popping right out of him. Anyway, Expedition 33. Wow. You know what I'd say about this? This is like Final Fantasy meets Punch-Out. And you're going, my goodness, what is he talking about? How is that possible? Yeah, no, it really is. It's a active, turn-based combat system, and you need to dodge and parry and juke and jive, and boy, you flinch, you're gonna get punished for it in a big way. A lot of one-hit kills. The bosses are, well, they're nasty. But I gotta tell you, I am blown away by the story, the artwork. That game has really captured me. I usually have a triple or a double A game going on the side that I play, in addition to all the rogues that I've got in rotation. All right, I think we are rocking and rolling, folks. That went quite well. You might have noticed when we were in the hub area, choosing this one that, you know, I did attempt it in the past and got halfway through. That guy definitely took me out last time. All right, let's go with, ooh, look at this. That could be nice. That could be nice for our melee build next time. Let's go with ability damage. Let's grab these. And I think we're on our way to a successful ritual here. All right. Sometimes it's hard to tell where these shots are going to land, the arcing ones. Anybody else with me on that? No, just me. All right, well. Let's go with this. Speaking of arc shots, easier to get out of the way. Spirit Caravan, an event. I think this is where the spirit-looking enemies walk across the field. You get an opportunity to take them out. I've never actually been able to do it. Yeah, here they are. They always make it across before I can crush them. Oh my goodness. All right, there is a lot going on. Yeah, see, it's tough to pull off. I suppose I could just stand here. Oh, man. Okay, let's not stand there. But I do wonder each time, like, what is it that they drop? It's got to be something good, because they're tough. All right, we are getting beat up. Wow. But no worries. No worries. We made it. We did it. Okay. Cheers to you out there. Let's see, we got here Oathkeeper. Available to races human. All right. Cool. Some new stuff. Neat. All right, so we got Thor's hammer, basically. Let's see what we want to do here. I don't think we have enough of these to expand upon the magnesis. I know. I'm upset about it too. We need 16 of them. It's a lot. So I think what we're going to do is just go to the Chasm of Fallen Heroes and see if we can't have success. And I don't know, maybe we'll do a melee build with some thrown hammers. That would be nice. Let's go with this guy. Some attack speed, some solar damage. Let's see. Heavy armor, shields, bonus health. Yeah, let's go with a heavy type of build. Okay, so here's the Oathbringer. We just picked that up last time. And I'm thinking we give it a try. 7.5% chance to stun with primal damage. And we get a shield as well. Cool, let's do it. Oh, it's gonna get spidery out here. Wow. But you know what? We're already seeing the stuns happen. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is, we're gonna need to level up and grab another ability pretty quickly. Giant's Reach. Attack, Reach, Attack, Arc. So I would think Reach would be great. Let's do that. And if all of you could be sure to drop experience pips, that would be much appreciated right now. Now we only have the one dash as well, which, you know, slightly concerning here, but we are going to improve. And I'm still hopeful that we can start throwing Thor's hammer very soon, right? All right, come on. Pips, spiders. You need to start dropping them. Okay, there we go. There we go. Throw 2 axes towards random enemies. That sounds nice. This actually sounds nice too. All right, I have not used this one in the past, and so this sounds like a good time to try it because, oh wow. I'm so glad we took that. Okay. Let's do this again. Oh, that's gonna be quite good for us. Wow. Okay. Critical hit chance, power ability damage. Ooh, this... Yeah, we should do that. Movement charges. We're gonna need them. Oh, look at all these just laying around here. Okay. Spin a set of swords around yourself, dealing 23 to 38% primal damage. Every 1 second, deal primal damage up to 3 random nearby injured enemies. I like this. Let's get to spinning. We might have just found this game's garlic. Spinning swords. I like it. I have a video on the channel that does a study on all the different garlics across the history of gaming. Not all of them, of course, but lots of them. It's a fun video. Might want to take a look at that. Let's see. I was hoping to get something better. I guess we'll go with that for now. Oh my, okay. We got some spitters out here. These projectile guys are gonna be a problem. Given our speed, right? Me thinks so. Alright, we gotta take this guy out this time. And start working through these dudes. Alright, there's one. Let's go with this. And I'm thinking the one where there is an immediate chance for it to pop off. Oh, interesting. All right, well then let's go with... I guess we could go with critical hit chance. We still have all 10 lives, which is nice. I didn't expect that. Let's grab this. 10% all resistances, 130% bonus health. Okay, this is a +1, 7% to 22% crit hit chance. And we get the chance to spawn a healing soul. That sounds good. Oh, wow, Spirit Caravan coming early on. Okay, attack arc, reach, attack speed, and more chance to spawn a healing soul. Let's go with that. And I think we'll go with speed. Wouldn't mind trying to get these guys, you know? Critical hit damage. Oh, wow. Plus 100% primary attack ability damage. Let's do that. And let's stick something onto the Oathbringer at this point. No. Instant attack, a chance attack arc. Let's put reach onto this. You know what? Oh, hey. All right. One down. Nice. We're going to get this last guy, too. Okay. Got him. Drop some soul fragments, it looks like. Let's take a sip here. Okay. I am thinking attack reach. Again. And movement, ability, damage, chance for rare items. Let's do that. Somehow we still have not lost a life, which I'll be honest, I figured would have happened with those spiders that were spitting at us. Movement speed still seems to be a little bit of an issue here. I'm gonna just lay into this guy. We're doing pretty well. All right, he's down to 5. Oh boy, let's back up a little bit here. Okay, charge, dealing % of primal damage to all enemies in front of you and stunning them for 1 second. Improved dash that has a shorter cooldown. This sounds okay. Let's try it. Okay. Nice. Okay. Projectile pierce. Thing is, we don't have any projectiles going, so I'm looking at the all damage at 26% resistances. Let's... I want the all damage. Let's do that. Alright, what do we want to put on our spinny swords? How about crit hit damage? And we want to improve here. I suppose we'll do that for one of the next times, right? Well, you can see the crits popping off on the spinning swords. That's for sure. We might not be very fast, but we are very powerful. Energy cost reduction, attack reach. Yep. Chance to spawn an XP soul. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we got attack speed, chance on a healing soul, attack reach. Why don't we go speed? And then the healing soul opportunities as well. It seems like it's working pretty well for us. Power ability damage, that sounds nice. Let's do that. I do want to try the use of this shield bash thing that we've got. Because I think I've popped it off a few times as a dash. There it is. Okay, I think that was it. Let's knock this guy out before things get panicky. I say you got to take the bosses down before they amass a giant horde around them. But you know what? With this power slam ability that we've got, we're just tearing right through them. Great problem to have, you know? For them, not for us. For them, I guess it's not a great problem for them. It's not great at all for them. We're gonna go Primal Strength. I feel like we're putting together a strength build. It's very appropriate. All right, shield charge. What do we want to put on there? No, we don't want that. We want... I don't know that even works. But I suppose it's what we have on offer, right? Okay, damage to healthy, all damage. Crit hit chance. Okay, I like these so far. Projectile pierce. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay. We're gonna go gold. Six minutes left into the second tier of the ritual. Recall, though, that I believe this is a 3-tier. So keep that in mind. Not bad so far, though. Oh, we got projectiles happening. That was a shield bash. That was nice. Let's see if we can do another one of those. That's great. Let's take these guys out. Okay, that's lovely. I think we're gonna go with this boost to crit hit damage. So let's be honest, the crit hits are popping off, so let's make them even stronger. All right. Oh, somebody seems to have shown up. Oh, wow. We got a little bit of a leaper on the battlefield here. Old Zordolf the Unlucky. So far, I would say he's been unlucky. Just need to make sure we've got dash charges for his leap. Okay, first life lost. These spinning swords are a lifesaver here. Sorry, not sorry, Zordolf. Ooh, there goes another life. But we're very close here. Outstanding. All right. Ooh, plus 75% damage to frozen. Or, that's interesting. All right, let's do that. For all our hot projectile builds. 5% damage taken reduced per life lost. Oh, that could be nice for us. And it's got some movement speed on there. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And we will take chance for rare items dropping. I don't know about you, but those spiders suddenly look even bigger. They are definitely more durable. Holy cow. Which I suppose is fair. We're officially in tier 3 of the ritual now. Thank goodness for Pierce, right? Wow. Oh, no, no, no. Don't group up even more. It is tempting to do the shield bash maneuver to them, but it also feels like I could lose a significant amount of health. All right, we are officially getting through them. I see the experience pips popping. They are dumping new ones in now. Holy moly. I've talked about before how I like the challenging bullet heavens. You know, there are so many of them out there. Do we go attack reach again? I think we do. I like it when these games can offer a nice steep challenge that you know seems fair and surmountable at some point. But if you're just ripping and running every stage, you know, it's just not it's not as exciting to me. The challenging ones keep me coming back. You know, just one more game. We can get it this time. That kind of thinking. All right. I'd like a sip of coffee, but it's not the right time. Now is the right time. Cheers to you. Okay. So, we're going to go crit hit damage. Because of course we are. Come on. Oh, we need some health back. We absolutely need some health back, and some movement speed would be nice. It would be welcomed. Holy cow. Boy, I think we're gonna lose another life relatively soon here. Yep. It was bound to happen. We're coming up to the 2-minute mark. You know what? I think we are going to try and shield charge into this crowd at some point here. We're going to have to. We got to do something. Wow. My goodness. Look at all the pips dropping. Okay, well, I suppose we'll do that. This is crazy. I mean, I haven't even touched this boss yet, really. This has a shield of spiders around him. Yeah, this is definitely wild. All right, so we are like finding our way through, kind of. But you know, look at that health bar. That's not dropping too fast, is it? No, it's not. Not going anywhere for a while. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna happen for us. It seems like the plague is infinite. And if this guy doesn't move, and we're just gonna keep doing this, and it's really just a race to the bottom of my health bar. And now, it was a slow race initially, but now it's quite a fast race. And these guys do not seem to be popping out experience pips anymore, do they? It's like we've exhausted the amount of help from that standpoint. Well, maybe they are. Maybe they are. I'm watching the bar a little bit here. I'm wondering if anything's going to change on the boss. No. All right. I was just thinking, well, maybe he'll start moving or change it up if we take down one of his lives. So you know what I think is needed here is probably a very extensive projectile build so that you could really get around on the map when you needed to. But you'd also need just a hell of a lot of piercing. I mean, it would have to be a very strong piercing build, I would think. Oh, now he's moving. All right. He's moving. Our experience bar is not. Look, I'm gonna give him hell anyways. Oh boy. A shield bash certainly does work. I don't know that it's doing the kind of damage we need it to. Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's go down in a blaze of glory at least. Take off another health. Or life. Go grab the tombstone before we fall here. Well, it won't be long now. Holy smokes. Wow. Well, we achieved some nice stuff. We did make it all the way to tier 3, which, you know, that's something. That's something. Let's take a look here. So we have 11 souls, and we need we need 16 for this guy. Even stronger magnesis, right? Which we all like. We're all very supportive of spending all the resources on magnesis for as much as you can. I do have plenty that I could invest in some of these areas as well. And I wonder too, you know, how much of a detractor it was using a brand new weapon that hasn't been leveled up as much, right? Like, how would things have gone if we were using the level 6 fiery shortbow with 2 rune slots, by the way? Right? That's very nice. Might as well just put some points into it while I'm thinking about it, because I think I'll probably try to use that next time. Well, let's go one more. Why don't we? Now we'll get a 3rd rune slot when it's leveled up to level 10. That's cool. So I would definitely consider that for next time. Folks, let me know if you want to see it next time with Conquest Dark. Many of you showed up in the comments and said, hey, go, do it again. Let's do it again. Let's play some more Conquest Dark. And so here we are. That's thanks to you. I do try and offer variety, but, you know, sometimes stuff hangs around because we like it and everybody's having a good time with it. So let me know if you want to keep this one going, and I will take that into consideration. Of course, views help determine what we're going to do as well. If I post a video out there and 50 people watch it, that's kind of a sign, you know? Got to follow the data. Follow the data. All right, so let's do this again sometime soon. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because they're the best and you're the best. Really appreciate all the support. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.